Stop what you're doing for just a moment, because if you found this message right now, it is not by accident. There is a divine interruption happening in your life. God is speaking, and this warning will not repeat itself. Someone connected to your destiny is already moving toward you at this very moment. They are closer than you think, but they are hiding something behind their back. Something important, something powerful, and Archangel Michael is stepping forward right now to warn you, because if you do not open this message before they arrive, you may miss what God has prepared for you. Welcome to Astrava Angel Signals, where divine messages find you exactly when your soul is ready to hear them. Take a deep breath, calm your heart, let the noise of the world fade for a moment, because heaven is speaking softly but urgently right now. God says, "My child, I have heard your silent prayers. The ones you never spoke out loud. The ones you whispered in your heart late at night when no one was watching. I saw the tears you wiped away before anyone could notice. I felt the confusion in your spirit when you asked me why things were taking so long. You have been waiting for clarity, waiting for love, waiting for confirmation that you are not forgotten. And God says you are not forgotten. You are remembered, you are protected, and right now, a divine movement is unfolding in your favor. There is a person on their way to you. This is not just anyone. This is someone whose path has been crossing yours in the spiritual realm long before you ever meet them physically. Their arrival has been delayed, not denied. And the delay was not punishment, it was preparation. But here is the part you must understand clearly. They are holding something behind their back. This is not something negative, but it is something hidden. It could be truth. It could be feelings they have never expressed. It could be an apology they have rehearsed 1,000 times but never had the courage to speak. It could be an offer, a confession, or a decision that will change the direction of your life. And Archangel Michael is stepping in now because timing is everything. Archangel Michael, the protector, the warrior of truth, is warning you to open this message because if you are not spiritually prepared, you may misunderstand what is being brought to you. You may react from fear instead of faith. You may doubt instead of receiving. God says, "Do not judge what you see on the surface. What they are hiding is not meant to hurt you. It is meant to test whether you have truly healed. You have been through disappointment before. You have trusted and been let down. You have opened your heart and felt it break. That is why your spirit has been cautious. That is why you have built emotional walls, telling yourself you are strong enough alone. But God says, I did not create you to walk this season alone. This person is arriving as part of your next chapter, not your past. But they are carrying something delicate, and how you respond will determine how this connection unfolds. Archangel Michael wants you to release one thing before they arrive, fear disguised as protection. You may say, I'm just being careful. But heaven says, you are still guarding wounds that no longer need protection. This message is not telling you to trust blindly. It is telling you to listen deeply, to observe without assuming, to open your heart without reopening old wounds. God says, what is hidden will be revealed at the right moment. Do not force it. Do not rush it. Let truth come forward naturally. Right now, you may be feeling a strange shift in your energy. You may feel more emotional than usual, more reflective, or suddenly thinking about someone you haven't thought about in a long time. That is not random. That is alignment. The spiritual realm is preparing both of you at the same time. This person has been wrestling with their own fears. They have been asking God for courage. They know they cannot come to you empty-handed. They know they must come honestly. That is why they are holding something behind their back, because they are still deciding how to present it, how to speak it, how to place it gently into your hands. Archangel Michael stands between fear and truth right now. He is clearing confusion. He is cutting energetic cords tied to misunderstanding, mistrust, and past pain. God says, if you stay open, this encounter will bring clarity. If you stay guarded, it will bring delay. This does not mean you were wrong for protecting yourself before. It means the season has changed. You are no longer in survival mode. You are in receiving mode. But receiving requires readiness. That is why this message found you before they arrived. God wants you to remember who you are. You are not the person who was abandoned. You are not the person who was overlooked. You are not the person who begged for love that never came. You are the person who survived, healed, and learned. And now, something new is approaching. Archangel Michael asks you to pray for clarity, not control. Pray for wisdom, not answers. Pray for peace, not certainty. Because when this person steps into your life, what they reveal may surprise you. It may challenge old beliefs. It may awaken feelings you thought were gone. But God says, do not be afraid of what feels unfamiliar. Growth often arrives disguised as discomfort. Right now, place your hand on your heart and silently say, I am open to God's timing. I am protected. I am guided. Feel that peace settling in your chest. This is only the beginning of the message. There is more you need to understand about what they are carrying, why it was hidden, and how your response will shape what comes next. Do not rush ahead. Do not skip this process. Heaven is aligning details you cannot yet see. Stay here. Stay present. Because in the next part, Archangel Michael reveals what happens if you open your heart, and what happens if you don't. Before this person arrives, something inside you must shift. Archangel Michael is very clear about this. He says the door cannot fully open if your hands are still clenched around old pain. You may not even realize you are holding it. You may call it wisdom. You may call it experience. But heaven sees it as a weight that no longer belongs to you. God says, my child, you learned lessons from the past so you would grow, not so you would live there. This person coming toward you is not meant to repeat old patterns. But if you expect betrayal, you will interpret silence as rejection. If you expect disappointment, you will mistake nervousness for dishonesty. And this is why Archangel Michael is warning you now, before the meeting, before the conversation, before the moment arrives. There is a reason they are holding something behind their back. It is not because they want to deceive you. It is because they are afraid of losing you before they even have you. They know your value. They know your heart is deep. They know you do not give yourself easily. And that is exactly why they are careful. They are rehearsing the moment in their mind. They are asking themselves, what if I say it wrong? What if I ruin everything? God says, they are not hiding from you. They are hiding from their own fear. You may sense this person's energy already. You may feel sudden thoughts that do not feel like your own. You may dream of conversations, faces you cannot fully see, or moments that feel unfinished. These are spiritual echoes, signals that paths are aligning. Archangel Michael stands guard over this connection because it has the potential to either heal deeply or reopen wounds, depending on how it is handled. That is why you are being asked to slow down internally. Do not rush to conclusions. Do not demand answers before the moment is right. Some truths need safety before they can be spoken. God says, the truth they carry is fragile, not dangerous. You have grown strong through hardship. But strength does not always look like armor. Sometimes strength looks like softness without fear. Right now, you are being prepared to listen, not to defend. There will be a moment when they look at you differently. A pause in their voice. A hesitation. That is when you must remember this message. That is when you must choose patience over assumption. Archangel Michael says, if you interrupt the process, you interrupt the blessing. This does not mean you accept less than you deserve. It means you allow space for honesty to unfold. This person has walked their own difficult road. They have made mistakes. They have learned lessons the hard way. And what they are holding behind their back is proof that they are not the same person they used to be. It could be a decision they made because of you. It could be a truth they finally accepted about themselves. It could be an intention they want to offer you, but only if they feel it will be received with grace. God says, I do not send perfection. I send sincerity. And sincerity requires courage. You may feel a test coming, not from them, but from within you. A moment where your old instincts say, protect yourself. But your spirit says, listen. That moment will define this connection. Archangel Michael reminds you, protection does not always mean distance. Sometimes it means discernment. Ask yourself quietly, am I reacting to who they are, or to who someone else once was? God says, do not punish the present for the sins of the past. Right now, heaven is asking you to release expectations of how this should look. Release the script you wrote in your mind. Real alignment often arrives in unexpected packaging. This person may not say everything perfectly. They may stumble. They may take time to express what they are holding. But sincerity will be felt in their energy, not just their words. Archangel Michael is clearing away confusion so you can sense truth beyond surface-level behavior. You are not being asked to chase. You are not being asked to convince. You are being asked to stay open and grounded. God says, what is meant for you will approach you with respect. If you feel peace around them, even in silence, that is your sign. There is also something important you must know. What they are holding behind their back may change your understanding of the situation entirely. It may reveal why things were delayed, why communication felt blocked, why timing never seemed right before. You may realize that what felt like absence was actually preparation. God says, I was working on both hearts at the same time. And now the timing is approaching. But timing does not mean rush. Archangel Michael warns against forcing clarity. Some revelations need the right emotional atmosphere to land safely. If spoken too soon, they can be misunderstood. You are being asked to create that atmosphere, through calm, through presence, through trust in divine timing. This does not mean you lose your boundaries. It means your boundaries are no longer built from fear. There is a difference. Fear-based boundaries push away. Wisdom-based boundaries allow truth to enter slowly. God says, you are safe enough now to hear what is coming. That is why this message arrived before the person did. You are being aligned emotionally so that when the moment comes, you recognize it as divine, not threatening. If you feel your heart softening as you listen, that is confirmation. If you feel resistance rising, that is also confirmation. Confirmation that something important is approaching. Archangel Michael says, do not close the door because you are afraid of what might walk through it. What is walking toward you is not meant to harm you. It is meant to reveal where you are healed, and where you are still healing. And that awareness is a gift. Very soon, you will be faced with a choice. Not a dramatic one, a subtle one, a choice in tone, a choice in response, a choice between patience and assumption. That choice will shape what comes next. God says, I am not testing you. I am trusting you. You have come too far to repeat old cycles. You have grown too much to misunderstand this moment. Stay grounded. Stay observant. Stay open. Because in the next part, Archangel Michael reveals exactly what happens when the truth is revealed, and how to respond so the blessing does not slip past you unnoticed. There will be a moment when the energy shifts. It may feel quiet on the outside, but inside, everything will feel louder. Your intuition will awaken before your mind does. That is how you will know the truth is about to be revealed. Archangel Michael says this moment will not come with drama. It will come with stillness. You may be expecting a grand confession, a perfect speech, or a clear sign. But God says, truth does not always arrive loudly. Sometimes it arrives gently, asking to be felt rather than analyzed. This person will not reveal what they are holding behind their back all at once. It will unfold, piece by piece, layer by layer, and this is where many people lose the blessing, because they rush to judge before understanding. You are being asked to listen with your spirit, not just your ears. What they reveal may surprise you because it may not match the story you created in your mind. You may have assumed their silence meant lack of care. You may have believed their distance meant disinterest. But God says, you interpreted from pain, not from truth. When the truth begins to come forward, it may feel vulnerable. It may feel imperfect, but vulnerability is the language of sincerity. Archangel Michael warns you not to interrupt this moment with fear-based reactions. Do not cross your arms emotionally. Do not shut down internally. Do not retreat into old defense patterns. Instead, breathe. God says, if you remain present, clarity will follow. This person has been carrying something heavy, and when they finally begin to bring it forward, they will be watching your reaction closely. Not because they want to manipulate, but because they are afraid of losing what matters to them. They are not testing you. They are hoping. There is a reason heaven waited until now to allow this meeting or this conversation. You are stronger than before. You are wiser than before. You are more self-aware than before. And they are different too. What they reveal may explain delays. It may explain mixed signals. It may explain why timing never aligned before. You may suddenly see the bigger picture, and realize that what you thought was rejection was actually internal struggle. God says, everyone you meet is fighting a battle you cannot see. This does not excuse past hurt, but it brings understanding, and understanding changes how healing happens. Archangel Michael reminds you that forgiveness is not saying what happened was okay. Forgiveness is saying you refuse to let it control your future. You are being offered a chance to respond differently than you have before. This is not about them getting it right. This is about you choosing peace over protection. There may be a moment when your heart wants to race ahead. When you want answers immediately. When you want reassurance. But God says, let the truth breathe. Some truths need space to settle. If you allow the moment to unfold naturally, you will feel something shift in your chest. A release, a calm, a sense of alignment. That is how you will know this is divinely guided. Archangel Michael says, when truth is from God, it brings peace, even when it is difficult. Pay attention to how you feel after the conversation, not just during it. Do you feel lighter? Do you feel clearer? Do you feel more grounded? Those are signs of alignment. If instead you feel drained, anxious, or confused, heaven will guide you accordingly. You are not alone in this process. God is not asking you to carry the outcome on your shoulders. He is asking you to show up as your healed self. You may notice that after this truth is revealed, things begin to move faster. Communication becomes clearer, energy becomes warmer, or sometimes, silence becomes peaceful instead of painful. That is because clarity brings closure, or connection. Either way, you win. Archangel Michael wants you to understand something very important. Not every revelation is meant to lead to permanence. Some are meant to bring understanding so you can finally release what no longer belongs to you. God says, closure is also a blessing. But if this connection is meant to continue, it will feel different than before. There will be mutual effort, mutual respect, mutual presence. You will not feel like you are guessing anymore. And if this connection is not meant to move forward, you will not feel broken, you will feel complete. That is divine protection at work. What they were holding behind their back was not meant to confuse you. It was meant to clarify your path. Archangel Michael has been guarding you through this entire process, blocking what was not ready, delaying what needed growth, and preparing what needed healing. Now, the final step belongs to you. You must choose how you respond, not just outwardly, but inwardly. Do you choose fear or faith? Do you choose patience or assumption? Do you choose presence or past memory? God says, I trust you with this moment. You did not come this far to repeat old cycles. You did not heal just to fall back into self-doubt. You did not grow just to shrink yourself again. You are being asked to stand in your truth, calm, aware, open, and grounded. There is no rush. There is no pressure. What is meant for you will not pass you by. Archangel Michael assures you, what is divinely aligned cannot be missed. If you stay true to yourself, everything will reveal itself exactly as it should. In the next and final part, you will understand what happens after this moment, how to protect your energy going forward, and how God continues to guide you once the truth is revealed. After the truth is revealed, something subtle but powerful will happen within you. The noise will quiet down. The questions that once kept you awake at night will lose their grip. You will feel steadier, not because everything is perfect, but because clarity has replaced confusion. God says, peace is the confirmation you have been asking for. Whether this connection moves forward or gently fades, you will no longer feel stuck in uncertainty. That alone is a blessing many never receive. You are being released from emotional limbo. Archangel Michael steps back slightly in this phase, not because you are unprotected, but because you are now standing in your own strength. You no longer need constant guarding. You have discernment. This is where many people make a mistake. They assume that once truth is revealed, the work is over. But heaven says the real work now is maintaining balance. Do not overthink what happens next. Do not replay conversations looking for hidden meanings. Do not shrink yourself to keep someone comfortable, and do not chase reassurance that is not being offered freely. God says, what is aligned will meet you halfway. If this person is meant to walk beside you, their actions will match their words. There will be consistency, not confusion. Effort, not excuses. Presence, not avoidance. You are no longer available for uncertainty disguised as mystery. Archangel Michael encourages you to protect your peace by staying grounded in the present moment. The past no longer has authority over you, and the future does not need to be forced. Let things unfold naturally. If you feel guided to speak, Speak with calm honesty. If you feel guided to step back without guilt. Silence can be just as powerful as words when it is guided by wisdom. God says, you do not have to explain your growth to anyone. There may be a moment after this where you feel emotional release. You may cry unexpectedly. You may feel tired. You may feel light. These are signs that something heavy has finally lifted. Honor that. You have been carrying emotional weight for a long time, sometimes without realizing it. Now, that weight is being set down. Archangel Michael reminds you that your value does not increase or decrease based on someone else's ability to show up. Your worth was established by God long before this connection existed. You are not waiting to be chosen. You are already chosen. If this person stays, it will be because they recognize what God has placed in you. If they do not, it is because they are not meant to walk into the next season with you. Either outcome is protection. God says, I remove what cannot grow with you. Do not look back with regret. Look forward with gratitude for the clarity you now have. Every step you took led you here for a reason. From this point forward, you will notice your intuition becoming sharper. You will trust yourself more. You will second guess less. That is the result of alignment. You are no longer asking for signs. You are recognizing them. Archangel Michael will continue to guide you quietly, through inner nudges, through peace that does not make logical sense, through doors that open without force. You do not need to rush into anything. What is meant to grow will grow steadily, not chaotically. God says, I am not behind schedule. Neither are you. This chapter was not about proving your worth. It was about realizing it. Take this message with you, not as a warning, but as reassurance. You were guided before the moment arrived because heaven trusts your heart. You did not miss anything. You were right on time. If you feel calm right now, that is confirmation. If you feel emotional, that is release. If you feel hopeful, that is alignment. Stay open. Stay grounded. Stay true to yourself. What God has planned for you cannot be blocked, delayed, or taken away. It is already unfolding.